How's it going, everybody? Chris Card's back through the mail. A Monday 5 returns for your viewing pleasure today. We're going to open up 5 envelopes. Our first from Washington State, just up north of me. If I drive north on I-5 about an hour and 20 minutes, I will be in Vancouver, Washington, which is as south as it gets as far as Washington State goes. We got West Stock, guys, on a 65 tops. We got a Crown Royal card picking up. 1991 set released of every Oriole player that ever played. Those are pretty fun to go after. I do have the Mets complete set. They did one. Nobody Beats the Wiz cards. I think probably 91 as well. So I got the whole set. I've been working on that very slowly. But there you guys go. West Stock, who was a reliever for all but I think 3 starts in his 10-year career. 6 of those years with the Orioles and 4 of those years with the Kansas City Athletics after he finished his career with the Athletics. He went on to coach. In fact, he was a coach for the 73-74 World Series Championship A's. And why did I not send a 74 manager card to get signed? Because they didn't make manager cards for all the managers in 74 tops. They actually had 24 teams in 1974. They only had 21 manager cards. That might be because Dick Williams of the Athletics quit after 73, I do believe, and tried to get a job with the Yankees. In fact, the Yankees didn't have a manager card either. So that might have had something to do with it. Some of the maybe going-ons with the personnel and not being with the team anymore. That might have had something to do with it. But if there was a 1974 tops manager card, it would be Dick Williams, and of course it would have West Stock as the pitching coach. He also helped the 69 Mets as a minor league pitching coordinator. He was there for 68 and 69. Definitely had a hand in the World Championship. 3 World Championships for West Stock. Pretty awesome return. Our first return of the day. Let's move on to return number 2. North Carolina, that's where this next return comes from. Piedmont Triad area. Sounds like where the Illuminati would hang out. And we've got Floyd Wicker signed on a beautiful index card there. College ruled from the looks of it. Only the best. And we've got a 70 tops of Floyd Wicker. Floyd Wicker played 4 years sparingly as a pinch hitter, mostly with the Milwaukee Brewers. Also played for the San Francisco Giants, St. Louis Cardinals, and Montreal. Got a couple of dual signed cards here. And he signed this with his major league debut and filled out the back. All right, we got a complete signature card signed. That is a rarity. Him and Coco LeBoy, Jose LeBoy, on the 69 tops card and 70 tops card. I think those are the only cards of Floyd Wicker. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but he didn't play much. Only 121 plate appearances in those 4 years. 159 career average. He did get a home run. Got a home run off of another Floyd Weaver, a 2-run shot. Always nice to see these guys that played sparingly at least get a major league home run. That's got to be a pretty awesome feeling. I always hate to see a 4 or 5 year guy that's bounced around and only got a handful of bats and did not hit one out. And there you guys go. There's his information. Glad to get the Coco LeBoy and Floyd Wicker dual sign 69 rookie card star card signed. Looks great. Looks awesome. There you guys go. There's his info. Let's move on to return numero tres. South Jersey, that is a return area we don't get very often. South Jersey, home of Bruce Willis. Not anymore, but originally. Penns Grove native, as well as Kurt Loder. Kurt Loder from MTV fame. Ocean City. 78-year-old Kurt Loder. How about that? Terry Harmon, guys. 78 tops. Signed very nicely in blue. Tiny little signature right here. 74 tops for the set, as well as a 72 tops because I love that set. 78 tops because, well, that's my birth year. A lot of guys collect their birth year. I really don't, but if I've got the card laying around, I always send it along. 10-year career, all with the Filthies, drafted by them in 1965. Helped them win the 76-77 National League East. Infielder extraordinaire for all those years. Didn't get a whole lot of playing time. In fact, he had 1,104 plate appearances, which is 1,000 more than Floyd Wicker, and he only hit 4 home runs. So after his playing career, worked for Sports Channel Philadelphia, Prism, for a little bit, and did a home shopping jewelry sort of network. And I looked for pictures. I could not find it, so that must have been a local thing he did. But boy, I would have loved to have seen an image of that. But nonetheless, I gave it a shot, guys. Try to find you a home shopping network photo of Terry Harmon. None does not exist, which makes me think it was probably a local thing. And let's move on, guys, to return number 4. Santa Barbara, California for our very next return from Ralph Mariello there with the address return label on there. So we know who this is going to be. Ralph Mariello from Brooklyn, New York. Born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Ended up playing like 1 or 2 weeks for the Dodgers in 1958. Ended up playing for his hometown team, but not before he had already moved to North Hollywood, California with his parents. So he actually beat the Dodgers to California and then was drafted by them out of USC and ended up back in Brooklyn to play for him in 1958. To Chris, best wishes, Ralph Mariello. There is the nice little signature card I had sent to him, and that is a nice little photo, black and white photo he sends back. Very cool to get this back from Ralph Mariello, who's now a singer. If you Google him on, he's got his own YouTube channel. He's only got a few videos on it, but he does a one-man 30-minute show for birthday parties and this, that, and the other. And he's also written a book. So, yeah, only a couple weeks in the big leagues. He was a graduate of USC, got his degree in electrical engineering, and then went on to UCLA and got his master's in computer design back in the 60s when it was probably called computer design. Who knows what it's called now? Probably computer science. Who knows? I'm not quite sure. You kids could explain it to me in the comments down below. 3 games, started 2 of them, went 1-1 with a 4.63 ERA for the Dodgers. Had one blow-up game, which kind of killed his ERA. The other 2 games weren't bad, never got another shot, retired after the 1960 season. And of course, there's a bit of his letter trying to sell his book, and also returned from Ralph. Let's move on to our final return of the day. Our 5th and final return comes to us from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Let's see who we have in here. Not many cards from the feel of it. We've got an index card that is not signed. And we've got Ellie Rodriguez. Ellie Rodriguez on a 72 Topps and a 74 Topps card for the set. $5 a card for this former 2-time All-Star. 69 and 72. Came up with the Yankees in 68, but was drafted away by the Royals in the expansion draft of 69. He was an original Kansas City Royal. Drafted 13th overall by them. 9 years in the bigs. As a catcher, as I mentioned, Brewers, Royals, Angels, Dodgers, Yankees, everywhere. Caught Nolan Ryan's 4th no-hitter, and there you guys go. There's information. Could his address be any longer? Anyways, just write that verbatim, and it'll get to him, and hopefully you'll get your cards back. But there you guys go. $5 a card for him. Those 74 Topps cards, the Angel cards with the bright pink, I always thought that was kind of weird. I don't know why they went with like a bright pink accent, but there you guys go. That is it for this week's Through the Mail Monday. Here's a few of the choice cards that I got back. Floyd Wicker really got smeared there on the 70 Topps card. Of course, I sent him 2, so the other one looks great. So I guess that's a reason why to send multiples, question mark? I guess it is. I did, and he signed the other one. Well, this one got smeared a little bit. And hope everyone enjoyed this week's video. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments down below. And of course, hit that like button if you want, or subscribe if you want. I do this every single week. Would love to have you along for the ride. Hope everyone out there is enjoying the spring weather. It's pretty decent here in Oregon. A few rainy days still, but of course, we probably need the rain. So pretty good snowpack. I think the water is going to be pretty good this year. And California, I know NorCal is going to be pretty good as well. So excited to have some reservoirs fill back up. That's some of the stuff we worry about here in Oregon. And eventually, probably water will be an issue all over the country. But right now, Oregon, California, especially produce, especially when you are in the pizza biz and you're worried about the price of tomatoes, all the water stuff really does matter to me anyway. It doesn't matter to probably too many of you guys. Don't know why I'm mentioning it, but I am. And yeah, what else? What else is out there? Not much. You know, baseball sucks. The Mets are treating every team like they're playing the 27 Yankees, and it's frustrating. And what are you going to do? Just got to ride it out, and there's a long season, and blah, 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 blah. Who knows? Who cares? Who wants to watch this kind of baseball? Am I right, Howard? Thankfully, the games are over in like 2.5 hours, so I can move on with my life and go ahead and just eat away the pain I feel every time the Mets lose, and that's why I'm fat. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Steve Cohen. And now Jenny Craig's out of business. Terrible timing. Speaking of overweight, here's me and Laura watching Daniel Vogelbach tag up from 3rd on a sac fly. Go. I could not believe he hit this deep enough for this guy to score that easily. And we had a lot of fun at that Giants game. I think they lost that game. They did lose that game. Well, whatever. That was some prime time real estate there down the third base line on ESPN Sunday Night Baseball there. We were all over that. We were all over that game. And you can see the fear in my eyes as I'm looking at the ball to make sure it's deep enough. I'm looking at the fielder, looking at looking at Daniel. I'm like, don't leave early, big guy. And he scored. I couldn't believe it. Very happy about that. And brings a smile to my face. Let's end this video on a happy note. See ya.